Um, Going into UFC, Robert, and if you don't mind us asking this question, the whole TRT thing. Can you give your side of the story on that? And again, we talked a little bit. It's been kind of hush hush. There's not much known about it, or you willing to go into some details?
Well, basically what happened is I was feeling run down from training, and I came from a rough camp, and I always just have a hard time recovering. And a couple of friends recommended, dude, you should go get your levels checked. Go get a blood exam, find out what's going on. You might be deficient on something, right? So I went, and my levels came back extremely low. I went to a doctor, and my levels came back very low. So I got worried. It messed up with my head. So at that point, I was like, well, what can we do about this? And the doctor gave me a prescription. Well, the first thing I did, and this is why no one can accuse me of any dishonesty throughout this process, because the first thing I did was go to the commission and the UFC with my prescription, even before I picked it up. Like, guys, this is what's going on here. Because I knew that there were other guys that had done this through this route. Dan Henderson, Vitor Belfort, I think Forrest was on there for, like, a number of fighters went through this process, and I wanted to do the same thing. My levels came back low, and I had a doctor's prescription. At the end of the day, doctor's the expert. He knows best. If he says it's what I need, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what's going on. He just gave me the prescription. I'm going to go to the UFC and the commission with the prescription, and I wanted to do everything over the table. And that's exactly what happened. Somewhere along the way, I misunderstood the process. I can be blamed for stupidity, not for dishonesty. I thought I had a license. I thought I was good to go. One day they call me and they go, Rob, you're getting randomly tested. You have to be at the lab tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, cool, but no surprises here. You guys know I am on TRT because I told you guys. So I guess I could take the blame for not understanding the process as thoroughly as I should have understood it before I initiated the TRT. At the end of the day, people will accuse me for dishonesty, but there really was none. So I went, and the levels came back, and the most surprised person, because my levels came back at 19-1, and I was like, what the hell does that mean? It was myself when my levels came back at that much, because I didn't know what that means. No one knows what that means. I mean, you can ask everyone, what does 19-1? No one knows what that means. And it took, because I know for a fact that I was taking an amount that was actually almost half of what my doctor had prescribed me about 1 cc a week, or 1 ml a week. I was taking 0.7 just because I'm cheap, trying to make it last longer. And so it's almost half of what my doctor had prescribed me. So I know I'm not taking a crazy amount. So how the hell can my levels be 19-1? And I had to do some research and figure this out, and finally get a doctor to explain to me, well, it has nothing to do with the amount you take. It has to do with when you take the shot. So I had taken the shot 3 days before the random test. So my levels were through the roof because of that. And then it stabilizes and it goes down after that. But, I was not taking a crazy amount. I was actually taking an amount that was almost half of what my doctor had prescribed me. And, but of course, when it hit the press that my levels were 19-1, everyone's like, oh my God, this guy's juicing out of his mind. No, I'm actually not. I'm actually not even, it's not a lot. It's less than what my doctor told me to. But at that point, it was too late. And, there's going to be a lot of hate. I imagine there would be a lot of hate and trash talking there. I wouldn't know because I don't go on the internet. So if you're one of those guys that goes on the internet and talks shit about, if you're listening to this, if you go on the internet to talk shit about professional fighters, know that, I know this for a fact, professional fighters don't go on forums and read those things. So they're not reading what you are writing. So I wouldn't know. I imagine there'd be a lot of trash talking. And like I said, I'll take my blame for not understanding the process. I thought I had a license. I thought I was good to go. I will not take any blame for dishonesty because there was no dishonesty throughout the entire process. And I can say this with a straight face because there really was none. I was a little upset at the time because I know there's some damage to my image, and I worked really hard for my whole life for people to accuse me and point the finger and try to, take credit away from my accomplishment because of that. But it is what it is, man. I guess it's in a way it's flattering, that people will follow my career, and even if there's something negative that they follow and they're willing to have an opinion on it. Like, I understand the position I'm in, sort of on the spotlight, so people will make accusations and they will think this and that of you. I'm not really affected by it. Like, I normally say that there are only 2 groups of people who affect me in life. And they're the people that helped me get here, where I'm at today, my family, my friends, my training partners. and two, the people who are helping me get where I want to be one day, which are my training partners, my coaches, my students, my friends. Though their opinion matters to me, you know, and they all supported me. Like my family supported me, my friends supported me, my coaches supported me, my training partners supported me. Everyone who knows me supported me throughout this process. So, you know, those are the people that I really that are around me, and their opinion matters. And that's pretty much it. And I've been dealing with UFC. I've done some number of blood tests with them. They've been testing me all the time. I did another one a couple weeks ago. You know, I haven't taken anything since that incident, and I've been waiting to get a fight. I had an injury that kept me from getting a fight earlier this year, and it's not completely healed. I'm able to train, although not as like I would like to train. But I did another series of exams this week with the UFC. I should be getting a fight very soon. I know I've been saying that for a while, but yeah, I mean, I should be getting a fight very soon. You know, like they're like it's about to happen. Like I did the last spinal, I did an MRI for them. I did medicals, blood tests, the whole deal. So I think I'm guessing this next following week I should have a fight from the UFC.